All right, we got another episode of the old Frosty Dinghy going on. We got Muscle Man J-Mac over there today,
What up?
showing off his old beater. How we doing today, Chief?
Not too bad. It's a little wet from the fucking downpour, but we're good.
Raining?
Yeah, raining like a motherfucker here. It didn't last very long, maybe half an hour or so, but it was coming down.
I must have got out of there just in time then. Shit.
Yeah, it just started
Didn't get caught in any of that yet.
about a little after 4. Heading your way though. I don't know how far, if
Should have
it'll
left.
make Newton or not, but it's heading east northeast, I think.
I'll go pull the truck outside, get a free wash.
That's right.
Definitely needs one. So we got the holiday coming up. We ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Gotta love that shit.
I'll still be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll still be up at my 4:30, so I'm right there with you. Got any big plans for the 4th of July, the 250th 4th of July?
Usually I do. I don't really this year, but I usually have a big, what I like to call my trailer trash bash. But I just kind of got tired of people trashing my space. You know what I mean? So I kind of started
You got tired of the
down.
cleanup.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, when you blatantly watch people dump shit or whatever, not pick anything up or leave shit laying around, it gets fucking annoying.
Yeah,
So
I
this
got
year,
out of the hosting parties a long time just because of that.
yeah, and it sucks because we live right by Prairie Meadows, and every year on the 3rd, they do a really good fireworks show, so we could always just hang out, party in the driveway, then just walk up to the park and, be able to see everything. Because shit, I shit you not, tomorrow, when I go to the gym, and usually when I'm going to work at, like, 5 in the morning, there's already people that have tarps or blankets or chairs up at the park, claiming their space. So, being so close and just able to party up and then just walk up and stand in the road and watch everything makes it a lot easier.
See, I think it's funny that around parades and 4th of July and all the holidays and stuff like that is the only time people respect other people's stuff. Like if that was sitting out there at a random Tuesday, somebody'd have some new chairs.
Right, no doubt. You're absolutely right. But on a random Tuesday, you'd be like, "Why are these 2 chairs out here?" It's kinda like you gotta be careful
I
what,
just always think
what
it's
you
fun.
leave at the end of your driveway or, at the edge of your yard. A lot of people think that that's free for the taking. If your lawnmower runs out of gas and you happen to be at the end, you better push that bitch back up because around here, by the time you come back with your gas can, that bitch is already gone, bud.
Yeah, I always thought it was funny that we'd go up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and put chairs out along the parade route. And I'm just like, well, there's $20 out the window. Well, every time, nobody's sitting in them or nothing. They're just sitting there waiting for us.
That's why you never have to buy chairs.
Any other date, you get up to go to the bathroom. By the time you come back, your chair's missing any other time. So you got any good fireworks stories from back in the day? Any mishaps that possibly went on? I know I got a shit ton of them.
No, I mean, I feel like the dumb shit that we used to do, we probably got pretty lucky. Roman candle wars, shit like that. Nobody lost an eye, but nothing too bad though. Really, I don't think.
See, I'm gonna have to throw a disclaimer out there before I tell this little tidbit from the past.
Don't try this at
We are
home.
not promoting violence. We are not promoting violence. We are not promoting the use of any fireworks in this manner, and we probably shouldn't have done it back then either. Do not do this at home. So you brought up the Roman candle wars. Well, where I grew up, we did a little bit different. We used to go down and buy nothing but Roman candles, which were illegal in Iowa back then, and bring them back to our quaint little town, load up in vehicles, and chase each other's cars around shooting Roman candles at each other, trying to make it in the windows.
In the
Well,
window.
I just happened to buy one of those secret weapons. You remember the buzzy bee ones, the ones that came out and sounded like bees and they'd go all different
Oh,
directions.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember those guys?
Yeah, we used to call them something different, but I
So
know
I bought
exactly.
a whole bunch. I bought a whole bunch of those because with those, there was a high probability if you were behind somebody, they would still break in the front window, right? They'll still break inside the windows of the car.
Right?
At least 2 or 3 of them would get in there. Well, I shot one of them off. It went in the driver's window and down into the vent, the air conditioner vent in those big old cars, lit it on fire. We proceeded to have to pee down the heater vent or the defrost vent to put out the fire because we had nothing else. We had no liquids in the vehicle other than we had to pee in this kid's heater vent, and then no one would ride with him that winter.
Yeah, probably smell a little bit like, yeah, pee maybe. I don't know.
It was it was rather interesting way to win that war. I'm just saying. Good thing I didn't like that kid very much.
That's right. See? It's all fair love and war, right?
Yeah,
Eh,
you remember the
Don't don't bring a knife to a
they
gunfight,
were
bud.
no shit. You got to get the special tactics out when you're playing Roman candle wars with me. I'm telling you, I will cheat. You remember those big fireworks that come on the real thick sticks, the ones that go up really high and they make that
Yeah,
nice
yeah, like
explosion
giant bottle rockets.
from the old days?
Yep.
So I created a metal tube and welded the bottom on it, and then you'd light it, you'd drop it in and pick it up, and you could shoot them at people like a bazooka. So wait, I would also cheat at Roman candle wars by breaking out the bazooka. Every
You better
now and
aim.
then you'd get every now and then you'd get one of those parachute guys, the ones that you shot and it kicked out a parachute.
Oh, yeah.
I'd shoot those at people. Those kind of wadded up and caught into a big ball of fire if you didn't shoot them in the air. Just saying. I may have had a different childhood than you.
All right. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get creative.
Those those missile packs, the ones that had like 100 missiles in them, those little screamer missiles,
Yeah. Yep.
you could tape them on the front of a skateboard, right? Light it and push it around the corner into an unsuspecting crowd as well. I'm just throwing that out there. Don't ever do that.
Then all hell
It's
breaks
fun, but
loose. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good
yeah,
idea.
a lot of
Unless you're
screaming
videotaping
and
it.
yelling, and we didn't have videotapes back then.
Well, we did, but they
We had
were
those
more
big ass
yeah,
camcorders,
yeah,
and
that's right. The old VHS. That's why it's gotta feel secure. That's why it's so heavy.
we're walking around like we're filming, a high budget movie, and it's just a little handheld camcorder with a eyepiece. It was definitely a different world back then. It was like walking around with a 30-pound weight on your shoulders trying to film a family event.
But yeah,
And every time you set it down, for some reason, it'd wobble you out of the shot. So somebody had to hold it at all times. We have definitely come a long way to our little cell phone recordings that we do now.
100%. And, but looking over the years, some of like, you remember, the Blair Witch Project? I don't think that was necessarily filmed with one of those old
Oh
school
yeah,
camcorders like that, but it's definitely a lower budget 'cause, I don't remember what it was specifically, but I think it was under $50,000 it took to make that movie, and that movie grossed millions.
I got to look it up real quick, but I think there's a theory about that movie that they didn't tell the girl that was in it what was going on, so she didn't know if it was the movie or if it was real. Well, that's what it was. So yes, they knew they were in a movie, but the directors wouldn't tell anybody what was going to happen. That way, they got genuine reactions out of it.
There you go.
That's what it was.
Real life scenario kinda stuff.
Basically, they gave them a script, and the actors received daily notes outlining their objectives. They did not know what was written in the notes given to the co-stars. So each one of them got a different note on what they were supposed to do. So if the guys were supposed to attack the girl, that she didn't know was coming.
Right. Fair enough.
Hey, so
It worked, I'm
that's
guessing, I
one
think.
way to keep it real.
Yeah.
The directors secretly stalked the actors in the woods at night, shaking their tent and playing frightening noises to induce genuine fear and sleep deprivation.
How much did that movie gross?
Gross? Let me look. It cost between 200 and 750,000 to make the movie, and
What, yeah, way less than that.
it grossed nearly 250 million worldwide. That's a good return on investment.
Oh,
I
here we
think
go.
anyway.
Because it was produced on a micro budget of roughly 35,000 to 60,000 for principal photography, but then the final post-production and marketing costs brought it to 200 to 750.
Yeah. It's always the back end that gets you.
Yep. I mean,
Always
for 248 million. I think that's a pretty fair investment.
So, I remember back in the day, we used to have our own fireworks shows, and there's always one person that got way too intoxicated to be lighting off the fireworks. And, I thought that was over until I went out to one of my friend's house one year, and he literally shot himself in the face with a bottle rocket. He burnt, he lit it, didn't think it was lit, so he went to light it again and put his head right over top of it and got plinked in the forehead with it.
Ah, classic, the double igniter. Yeah,
You bet.
I know the guy.
'Cause
I know the type. My motto is let that motherfucker sit for a good 10, 20, 30 seconds. Then you can go back in.
or at least don't put your head over top of it. If you're
Well,
gonna
yeah,
go in
that,
for a double light, cock it off to the side, yeah. And don't look down those big cannons either that are sitting on the ground. Those will clean take your head off some days.
oh yeah. Especially those ones where you drop those like walnuts in when you light up,
Yeah, the
the big mortars.
artillery.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. The
Yeah,
shells.
you bet.
Uh, have you ever messed with any homemade stuff?
Would rather not say. But
Next
yeah,
subject.
yeah, no. No, we used to make our own back in the day, where we'd take a bunch of ones that are prepackaged and try making them bigger. We
There you
did
go.
that all the time. I used to take the black cats in the M80s, set up like when I was a little kid, set up an entire army scene and run that extra fuse around so it looks like a battle happening.
Oh yeah.
Little army guys flying everywhere, tanks getting blown up by M80s.
Yeah, and we turned out fine. Nowadays you can't give kids shit like that. They're gonna
Got
lose
all
their fingers. Right, yeah, me too. Shit, bam. You know?
got all my fenders. You can't give it to the dumb kids. Everybody knows who the dumb kids are. You don't give it to the dumb kids.
But generally the dumb kids, for some reason, they're able to outsmart the smart kids and be able to get their way however anyway. And I don't know, explain that, make it make sense. They're smooth talkers.
Well, they don't have anything else to work with but charisma.
There you go.
Charisma and desire. That's all they got.
There you go. Whatever works.
And don't get me wrong, there's a difference between a dumb kid and somebody who isn't book smart, right?
Somebody who just does dumb shit.
Yeah, people that do dumb shit are fine because they get away with it most of the time. It's the dumb kids that do dumb shit that get hurt. Like there's a thing where if you have mechanical ingenuity or sheer luck at some points, you're going to turn out fine. You're going to be great. You may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but you're not stupid. You know when things go too far.
Is that kind of like that looks will get you everywhere in life? As long if you're pretty good looking, male or female, you're pretty much gonna get somewhere. I'm not that guy. I
Sometimes
don't know what that's like. I had to work my ass off. You know what I mean?
I've seen it backfire because there's certain holes that if you go down that road and fall in that
Whoa,
hole, you don't
whoa,
come back.
whoa! This is a family friendly. What are you talking about,
When
bud?
has this ever been family friendly, first of all? And second of all, what kind of hole do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know. You said just when you go back down a different hole, it's like, oh, tried that once, didn't work out.
I'm sorry, but if you choose the wrong path, it doesn't matter how attractive you are, if you go into the wrong crowd, you're just gonna be well, they used to be hot, and then they got
True.
into that, and they never come back from it. You can't come back sometimes. Where, like if you're ugly and you end up with a lot of money, all of a sudden you're attractive.
True.
You can dig yourself out of being ugly. I haven't done it yet, but it's possible.
Never give up.
We're still working on that. So I was playing with the grok the other day, and it suggested something, so I figured we might as well do it. And I'll just pull up grok because grok thinks that you and I need to have a spirited debate.
Boy.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we're just gonna go ahead and bust out. We'll start with 20 and see if we get there. Top 20 NBA players of all time. I'm sure we'll agree on number one. Number one's easy. It's Michael Jordan.
Can confirm.
Now, who do you have number two?
Oh man. Go Kobe.
I can get behind Kobe. Kobe's would have been my second choice.
Uh,
Now here's where it gets a little tough, huh?
yeah, I'll probably go Magic, then Larry Legend, but
Magic,
there
huh?
yeah, I think Magic's up there, but only because I didn't get to see the guys as much, but like Kareem Abdul, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, those guys, arguably your top 10 is gonna probably be your hardest to get at it. And I don't like him at all, but in the top 20, I think you got to put LeBron in there. Um, I think he has earned some accolades. Like I said, I don't care for him mostly just as a person, but whatever.
I don't have
Uh,
LeBron in the top 10.
no, I got to.
100
I'll put him in the top
100%.
20. I just wouldn't have him in the top 10. But then you got to go. Shaq's got to be in there. Tim Duncan,
So I was watching a show the other day, and they put Shaq at number 3.
and that's of all positions, all players.
Yeah, they had
Man,
Shaq overall number 3 because they said he was the most impactful center ever in the game. I
man,
don't
he
have him
did.
number 3.
No, but for the top 5, I think Shaq might crack the top 10, but to be in the top 5, I don't really have any what would be considered big men, I guess. I mean, Kareem and Bill and Wilt, yeah, they were tall and shit, but Shaq came in with some heat. I mean, they weren't built like he was when he came in.
Yeah, I got Kareem 3 over Magic,
Yeah. Okay.
and then I got Magic at 4, and then I'd put Shaq at 5 over Bill Russell.
Yeah, and it's a tough one to argue. But then, and part of me of all time, why doesn't old Pistol Pete ever get brought up?
Pistol Pete, where they got him at? Got to find him.
Well, Pete Maravich.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the list trying to figure out where they got him ranked in here. I don't think they even put him on the list. At least not on that one.
But I mean, when he played, it was way different. There was no 3 pointers, right? So to do the
Yep.
shit that he was doing,
Yeah, they didn't got him on the top 100.
that's too bad. But like I said, he doesn't ever, and not I don't. I just thought about that. He doesn't ever come up in conversation about it.
He does not. He is not in the top 100 on this list. And I don't agree with any of these lists that I looked at because they put Kobe Bryant at number 11.
Yeah, no, that's way too far down for him.
Yeah, they got ESPN's got their list all fuckered up. They got Kobe at 10 and Shaq at 11 on this list. They got Oscar Robinson in here, Robertson. Wilt is still, but everybody keeps putting LeBron at number 2. I don't think he's in the top
No,
10.
no, I don't.
I just, he's not clutch. He never hits the clutch shots. He always passes it because he can't handle failure. He couldn't handle if he missed the shot and lost the game on his own. He just can't do it.
Right.
Your great players always want the ball at the end. Always.
Just want the
And
ball. The game's on the line.
that's every sport, not just basketball. Sorry, I had to get my big old water glass in a shot, apparently. Getting all thirsty. So where'd we leave off? We left off on who do you got number 7?
Oh,
They got Timmy D at 7 and Larry Bird at 8.
yeah, and I love Larry. So he's got to be, and I like Tim too. Don't get me wrong, but I think Larry just brought a lot more to the game than Tim did as far as just overall because Larry was white, Larry was good, and Larry talked shit. When I think of
Larry
Tim
talks shit to
Duncan,
everybody.
that's right, exactly. When I think of Tim Duncan, because wasn't he Navy,
Yep.
Air Force? Yeah.
No,
Or no, that was
that was
Robinson.
Robinson.
David
That was David
Robinson.
Robinson.
But it's kind of the same one, but they both played for San Antonio, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But even I'll put David Robinson in that category. He was a military guy, but I kind of got the same feel, and it was coincidence they played at the Spurs from Tim. It's just an overall humble, good dude. Like not that back then obviously we didn't get information as fast as we do now, and you can't always just watch highlights and stuff, shit like that, especially being out in the country where we were. But I'd never seen anything bad ever come from the dude.
He got fired up every now and then, but there's not a single person out there that has anything bad to say about Timmy. Nobody. He's an all around good guy that played intensely.
But it's like everybody you talk to that played around that time that played with Larry, everybody has a Larry story.
Yeah, and not all of them are good.
No, but with hearing those guys tell it, especially looking back, it, I love listening to them.
That 30 for 30 was a good watch on the
I need
Larry
to watch
Bird one.
that one.
Yeah. When the other guys start talking about it, he's like, "You got a white guy covering me?
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
better give
Don't
me a
disrespect
brother.
me. Don't disrespect me like that, coach.
You better put two of them out here now. Now I'm fired up." Not only would he tell you what he's going to do, he would do it right after he
Oh,
told you.
in exact sequence. All right.
Yes.
He's gonna inbound. He's gonna inbound the ball to me. I'm gonna fake here, go here, pop it in the corner right over the top of you. And sure as shit, there ain't nothing you can do to stop it because it's still happening. Yeah.
He was fun to watch back in the day.
Or like when he played that one All-Star break and he went to the 3-point contest and he walked in the locker and he's like, all right, who's playing for second? And he proceeded to go out there and dominate without ever taking his jumper off.
Remember the old, I think it was Nintendo game, Jordan versus Bird?
Oh yeah.
Jordan couldn't miss a dunk and Bird couldn't miss a 3-pointer. You're heating up. So they got Wilt Chamberlain coming in at number 9.
Yeah, he deserves to be up there because what's the most he scored 101 points, something like that in one game.
He's got a 100-point game plus 50 plus season. 50 points per game plus per
I mean,
season.
I think that's definitely something to talk about.
What are the rest of the people on that team going to do? Just kick him the ball and
I mean, that's about it,
let
right?
him shoot? Yeah. Yeah. So
Go
this
ahead.
one's got Steph Curry at 10.
I'm not gonna put him in there, just like I'm not gonna put LeBron in there now because they're still playing.
Is
I don't.
LeBron really playing still? Or is
He's
he
playing
taking
something.
naps? Is he just taking naps periodically on the floor and whining to referees?
Right. He's doing something like that. Oh, probably right around 11 or 12. I'd have to have maybe even moving up. Allen Iverson. Forgot about him.
See, I got him in the top 15 as well. They got him 21. Wait, they got him 31 to 40, somewhere in there. They got Scottie Pippen above him.
I don't know about above him, but Scotty probably of all time, maybe not the top 20, but I think he could be up there. I don't think without him, especially, I don't think they would have won all the titles, and definitely they wouldn't have won that last one without Rodman.
Yeah, but what did he do without Jordan?
True, they were just yin and yang type deal. I mean, they both fed off each other, and the way Jordan pushed not just him but everybody on the team, he brought out the best, and Scotty had a lot more to offer than what he ever even knew.
Yeah, I don't have Scottie in the top 20, but I do have Allen Iverson in there. He doesn't deserve to be in 31 to 40 category
Right. No.
by any means. I mean, you can knock out. Can't even know. Like they got Hakeem Olajuwon at number 12.
No, he's got to go down a little further. Great ball player, don't get me wrong, but
They got Jokic at 17.
it's still too early for him.
That's what I'm thinking. At least with LeBron, he's been in the league 70 years crying.
Yeah. Uh,
So you
Most
pretty
guys would
much,
have been retired 3 or 4 times by now.
yeah, they would have played baseball or something and tried coming
There you go.
back. Then they got where is it? Where am I at? They got Kevin Durant at 13. That one's a
Good
tough
ball player,
sell
but
for 13.
I still don't
I
even
think
think that,
he
we have you
I don't know. I don't think you can keep him in the top 20.
not of all
He'd
time,
be in
no.
the he'd be in the early 20s, but I'd definitely bring somebody like Karl Malone up into the top 20 easier than I could bring Kevin Durant up there.
Yeah, Malone was a good player too, but would he been as good without Stockton?
Probably not. And then they
There's
got
another 2
Charles
12.
Barkley.
Yep, Sir
Barkley's
Charles.
down there 21 to 30 as well. Isaiah Thomas is down there. They got in 31 to 40. There's Pete. I found Pete. Pete's in 31 to 40 category. But they got a whole list of people in here that deserve to be way higher in the 31 to 40. You got Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, Clyde Drexler, Reggie Miller, Dominique Wilkins, Bob Cousy, Pistol Pete, George Gervin, Ray Allen, and Steve Nash is 31-40.
Man, no Sean Kemp, huh?
Haven't seen Sean Kemp on here at all either. Not yet, anyway. I did just find Mutombo. Mutombo's down in that 51 to
Oh.
100 range. Not in my house. No, I don't see any Sean Kemps in here. I'll probably find him later,
Yeah, right?
like I did Pistol Pete, but no, I don't see him anywhere in here. Which is, if he's not on the list, that's not a good look on this
Yeah, that's
list. I'm
rude.
just saying.
Rude. Who comes up with
Just
this
because
shit?
they got rid of the team doesn't mean his accolades don't get a stay.
With Sonics, right?
Yeah, Seattle Supersonics.
Supersonics, yep. Green and yellow, wasn't it?
Yep. And they had
Yeah.
the picture of the Seattle Tower on it. I don't know, man. The top 10, my top 10, does not have LeBron in it. And it's hard to put Kobe Bryant at 11 like they did on this list, especially when he deserves to be number 2. The top 3 are pretty solid for me. Jordan, Kobe, Kareem. That's my top 3.
That's pretty good.
And then Magic, and then Shaq. There's my top 5.
Yep. I would go Michael, Kobe. Probably almost just go Wilt there. Just I remember I used to really like him when I was in grade school. I even did a book report or something on him. Wilt in there 3, then probably Kareem, then Magic, Larry, and Shaq right after.
Bringing Larry up the rooster, huh?
Oh yeah.
They got David Robinson at 19. I
Man,
like a
I
lot.
would almost want to make a separate list. I couldn't do it today just because I can't. I would be able to. I need more time to prepare, but do a separate list of like big men of all time.
Let's see, what do they got? All right. Yeah, they got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 1. Him and his unstoppable skyhook. Wilt the Stilt, number 2. Bill Russell, number 3. Shaq, number 4. Hakeem Olajuwon, number 5. Old Timmy D, number 6. They got Jokic at 7. Big Dave Robinson at 8. Moses Malone at 9. And Patrick Ewing at 10.
Well, I think Ewing's got to drop down. Robinson's got to come up. Hakeem's got to drop down. And who was your number 1? Did you have Shaq? Where was Shaq at in there? Did you say him?
Shaq was number 4.
Okay.
Kareem, Wilt, and Bill are all above Shaq.
Yeah. So Kareem's got to go, or not Kareem, but Hakeem's got to go down past 10. Then Moses Malone's probably got to be in there somewhere.
He's
But
9
David
on this
Robinson,
list.
he's got to come up. But then like Mutombo, I'm not saying him in the top 10, but just names to think about: Mutombo, Yao Ming, Sean Bradley, getting one, Murasan. Can't think of his first name.
Don't know that one.
Pretty sure he was in NBA Jam and NBA Hang Time. He was like I want to say he was like 7'8", 7'9". Oh, George, a 7'7".
7-7.
Yeah, he played for the Bullets from Romania.
Him and Sean Bradley underneath the basket. It's kind of ridiculous, wouldn't it?
And Sean Bradley was 7'6".
Don't even have to jump to dunk.
Nope.
Just throw the alley-oop up there, put her down.
It's like the size with Michael Jordan if he had Spud Webb sitting on his shoulders, you know?
The fact Spud Webb could dunk is ridiculous.
Man, unbelievable.
He didn't make the list either.
I actually have a Foot Locker card somewhere of Bo Jackson when he was in the slam dunk contest one year.
So I did throw out the WNBA greatest players of all time. But I do not agree with the list. I do not. They got Diana Taurasi at number 1.
Just finished playing.
Yep.
And no, she's helped progress the sport, but she can't get her over Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, Miller, what can't think of her first name.
They got They got Tamika Catchings at number 2, Cynthia Cooper at number 3, Maya Moore, number 4, Lisa Leslie at number 5, Cheryl Swoops at 6, Lauren Jackson at 7, Sue Bird at 8, Candace Parker at 9, and Sylvia Fowles at 10.
Yeah, see, I think you got to bump up the pioneers. Like Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops. They would have done some damage in today's league.
Trying to find the one that I really, really don't agree with. There it is. Lindsay Whalen. She is 19th overall. Her points per game is 11.5. Her field goal percentage is 46.1. How is that a top 20 player by any means?
Trying to see if they say exactly no to me. So they're going because of her career record.
For wins, yeah, I get that.
Yep.
But
No,
what'd she
I'm
do?
totally what you're saying. I don't think so. I don't think she has the accolades, but
No,
if you're depending on what you're basing this whole list on,
but yeah, I don't see that. They also got, where's she at? They got Brittany Griner at 17.
which I don't know if she'll retire after this year or not, but she probably needs to start thinking more about it.
Go ahead and keep that comment to myself. Might have got me in trouble. Just say it. But no, I didn't. I don't agree with that list on, and I agree less with the other list that I got here that I'm about to read off to you. So they ranked current players, and they say they're going to be updating it as the season goes.
Okay.
Number 1, Asia Wilson.
Arguably,
I
yeah.
can
I mean,
I can see that. Number 2, Kelsey Plum.
she is carrying her team.
Number 3, Caitlin Clark.
She basically reinvented the sport.
Number 4, Paige Buchers.
Beckers.
Okay.
She would be up there, but I think you got to put Stewie above her. Becker's nobody can really deny that Caitlin didn't bring eyes to the game. She didn't make it what it is now, right?
Yeah.
Becker's is up there too, but her impact wasn't as great. But since she's still so new, I would have to drop her down for some of these veterans. Like I think this is Stewie's 10th year in, and her stats speak for themselves. But then like Kelsey Mitchell, I'd probably have to have her on there somewhere. She's 30, so she's probably been in for 8 years, 10 years maybe, 10 years.
They got Brianna Stewart at 5, Olivia Miles at 6, Leisha Gray at 7, Ryan Howard at 8, Jackie Young at 9, and Alyssa Thomas at 10, followed up at 11 with Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah, like I said, I think some of the younger ones need pulled out of there. I think the way they're going, they will definitely cement their way, especially Miles. If she keeps balling out like she is, she will definitely get her place up there. But I think right now there's just too many veterans that are tried and true, that have done the time and have the stability.
I agree. That's the part of the list I didn't agree with, was the bottom half of that. The top half, I get it, but the bottom half was no bueno. So how'd you like your basketball debate? It went pretty
Which
easy.
part?
I don't
Oh yeah,
know. I mean, it wasn't too hard. It ain't like we were talking about who's the best baseball player of all time.
I've only got a few options there, so
Who's the best beer drinker of all time? Something good.
that guy from the Man Show.
Yeah, yeah. I would have went with the Juggies from the Man Show, but that's just me. Or the little kid that sold the beer on the corner.
And Shark Boy, yeah, in his Cubs outfit or whatever.
Yeah, no,
Boy Scouts. That's what the hell it was.
yeah. He had Boy Scout. He was trying to make money for his troops,
Yeah.
or he was out there hitting on the ladies.
Yeah. Hey, a couple old broads. How about a couple of cold beers on this hot day? This shit he would say, dude.
You couldn't get away with that shit nowadays. Just couldn't do it.
No.
So, flipping her back to the outing and the 4th of July thing out of the sports realm. I almost had a camper booking this weekend, but if some dumbass wouldn't have hit a tree with his awning, I was 100% honest with him. I'm like, the awning doesn't work right now, and I know where you're going. I'm like, it doesn't work, and you're going to Adventureland Park. There's no trees. I can't do that to you. I mean, and then they're like, "Oh no, I understand. Thanks for being honest." And I'm like, sent them a message back like 2 minutes later. I'm like, "Hey, called one of my family members and I borrowed their outdoor shade tent to compensate for the awning because I know you're having trouble finding a camper on short notice."
Right.
They're like, "We really appreciate it, but we think we found one in Urbandale. If it falls through, we'll give you a call." I'm like, "Great." I'm like, "I hope you have a great vacation." I'm like, "Remember me next time because I'm
Right.
not going to hit any more trees with the awning."
Lesson learned.
Yeah, yeah, we know how not to do that now. It sticks out just out of my mirror view a little bit farther up on the top of the camper than where I thought it was.
Right.
And it's going to cost me a pretty penny to get it fixed.
Remember my first beer.
I wish beer was involved. At least then I'd have an excuse. I fell into the category of stupid kid awful quick on that one.
Right.
So we were bringing up while we were out camping, we were bringing up old stories from Diamond Lake, and this one's got to be one of the funniest ones that I watched happen. Dad loaded up the canoe with him, one of his best friends, and then the brother-in-law of the best friend. And you've been in a canoe, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You keep your ass on the seats. And if you're the guy riding in the middle of the canoe, you stay underneath the crossbar of the canoe. Otherwise, it's a pretty big tip hazard, right? Well, this guy proceeds to sit up on the crossbar of the canoe, grabs a hold. Shit, that's the microphone. Don't hit that. Sits on it, grabs a hold of the bar on either side, and starts rocking it with his butt still in the middle. And then he makes the fatal mistake. And mind you, this is March, right?
A little cold, a little
Yeah.
chilly.
Makes the mistake of saying, "How far will this boat go before it tips over?" And
Blam.
he puts the edge all the way down on the edge of the water. Starts laughing, and his ass slid towards his hand, and the canoe just goes whoop. So they got the boat turned back over to where all you can see are the tips of the canoe sticking out of the water. Dad's in it with a paddle, rowing it back. I mean, paddling it back to the bank, right? And the guy that flipped the canoe can barely swim, so he's got a life preserver and he's on his way to the bank. And Dad's friend has put his arms through one of those seat cushions, the ones
Yep.
with the straps. He's
Also a
got it on his
floating device.
chest. Yeah. He's got it on his chest, just kicking his feet behind him, grabbing plastic worms with his mouth and sticking them in his pocket. He's picking up all the stuff that floats and bring and swimming in circles. It took 5 people to drag that boat out of the water
But yeah,
and get it
not
get
easy.
it turned over. It was hilarious to watch, but I think I learned a lot of cuss words that day.
Absolutely. Coming of age tale, really.
Yeah. So there were 2 poles that weren't underneath the crossbars in there, and all the tackle boxes are gone, you know that much. But when the boat flipped, there were 3 poles laying on the bottom of the canoe that stayed in the canoe because they landed on the crossbars when it flipped over.
Oh shit.
And all 3 of them were the guy that flipped the boat.
So everybody else lost their shit but him.
He ended up giving each one of them enough money to replace everything that got lost and
That's
enough
fair.
for some beers. So
There you go.
he paid for everything he lost. But
He made it right.
yeah, there was a lot of stuff in the bottom of that lake that day that had probably been in that tackle box for like 20 years.
Right?
A lot of memories in that box that went down. And the funny
Oh
thing
man.
is, Dad's tackle box was one of those, if it would have been clipped shut, floats. It was open.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was open and he lost her all.
Me too learned a lesson that day.
I couldn't really say much because I did end up in the lake a little bit after that. So I decided to go across the running spillway that was probably 2 feet of water running over the top. And I'd
Right?
done it 2 or 3 times, but I always did it on the
What could go
bottom edge.
wrong?
I did it on the bottom edge. This time I went at the top edge where all the moss was. So I hit that slick, slimy stuff. My feet just went out from underneath of me and it turned into a slip and slide right down into the lake. I didn't lose anything though. A
A little bit of
little bit of
dignity.
pride,
There you
little bit
go.
of pride. Yeah. My dignity was still intact. I didn't have any to start with. So we had a family get together out there. Um, when was it? Saturday, I think, out at the same lake. And my cousin came back from Florida for it. And there's, when I was a kid, I was sticking my tongue out at this cousin at that lake going up a slide, right? Missed a step, caught it on the bottom of my chin, and I bit my tongue off
Oh,
completely.
yeah.
It was hanging by a little piece of skin. I still got stitch marks where it's stitched back on. But we're sitting there, and Ashley looks at Steve and is like, will you take his ass back over to the play on the slide? I'm tired of him from running his fucking mouth. Yeah, he was laughing his ass off. He's like, that's a good one. I hadn't that. It's like you need to talk to him about all of his scars, and then
There you go.
brought up the one around my eyeball, which I immediately looked at him. I'm like, you can't talk about that with so and so here. She's still upset about it, and I got it when I was 16 months old. First time anybody got to watch me other than my parents. And I slipped on the a dock and landed on a T fence post just perfectly on the eye socket. So I got cut above the eye and below the eye, but my eyes were small enough that I landed perfect so I didn't lose my eye.
Right.
But those were my first stitches at 16 months old.
Yeah. Go big or go home.
You bet. The same lake that I took the stake in the eyeball, well, around the eyeball, was also the one where I stepped on a rusty nail sticking out of a board and it went through my foot, like all the way through. And I put my other foot down to pull it off and put a nail through my other foot. So as I pulled one off, I put one back in. So I had two perfect punctures in the bottom of my feet that didn't hit anything and went right in between the bones. Didn't even touch them. You want to go camping?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll pass.
Apparently camping is not a good idea for me.
Right. It doesn't sound so.
No, no, something usually, it either goes real smooth or all hell breaks loose. There's no in between with me camping. I rip off part of the camper or I put shit through me. I don't know. You got any good old stories about 4th of July or camping or anything where shit just went wrong?
Man, not really 4th of July. Nothing. I remember some people, we never made like homemade fireworks or anything like that, but I just remember a couple of times people bringing like quarter sticks, what they called, said it was quarter stick of dynamite, but the shit was loud as fuck, that's for sure. And would blow a hole in some shit. That was just probably all the craziest shit. Was what, like, man, how do you ever decide you want to fuck with that shit?
Some people just like the booms. Yeah, I don't know. I see, and like the people that put M80s and stuff in people's mailboxes. Never understood that either. Why would you want to commit a felony?
No shit.
Especially with explosives. I never got that.
People are
Never
gonna hear
played
it.
never played mailbox baseball either.
No,
No, no, no. Once I figured out that mailboxes were a felony offense, I just didn't do it. And I learned that at a young age. Somebody in the neighborhood got popped for it. So we realized it wasn't really a game anymore. We just went back to car surfing.
there you go. Where
That was
no
much
real harm
safer.
could ever be done. You know.
No, no, not at all. It's one of the safest activities ever.
Right.
Don't do that at home either, kids or adults. If you're an adult, I don't care what you do.
You make your own decision.
I remember we went to the state basketball tournament in high school, and we were passing beverages and stuff back and forth to each other on the interstate through windows. And then somebody decided they wanted to switch cars and ride with the other people for a while, so we just passed them out through the other window too into the other
There you go.
car while driving down the interstate. You know, completely safe.
Right. I mean, you got to be safe about it.
Yeah, don't do that either. But it is plausible. It has been tested. It's a theory that actually works. You just got to hold on really, really tight.
Faster the better.
No, no, no. That makes it harder, sir. Having two skilled drivers that can keep the cars close enough and at the same speed That's what you're looking for in that
That could be the thing.
endeavor. But no, we did all kinds of dumb shit. Our crowd got threatened to get kicked out of the state basketball tournament as well for our chants. Apparently, you can't yell certain things at referees as a group.
Yeah, they get sensitive about it.
Yeah, yeah. And no hitting the other team with the strawberry shortcake chant either. Apparently, that one's not allowed.
No fun anymore.
No, no. It all started with participation trophies.
That's true. I agree with that.
The whole downfall was participation.
No shit.
I mean, we got so bad we even gave out ribbons, participation ribbons, let alone trophies.
Right?
When Ashley gets really mad if you offer her a participation trophy.
Good.
So just so you know, in case you ever want to get her something nice, just
Good to
say,
know.
yeah.
Oh shit. All right, man. Well, I got to cut it off here.
All right, buddy. Any final thoughts on your way out?
No, let's hear your selfless promotional plug.
Well, that's right. We do have on RV Easy. We got the Frosty Ding and Camper Rental. It's out of Newton, Iowa. We will deliver anywhere within 100 miles. So please hit us up. And don't forget to like, follow, and share the Frosty Dingy podcast. We're here for you. If you have any suggestions for any topics that we cover, make sure you hit the chat, comment, send it to us, and we will do our best to destroy that topic and probably not do a good job, but at least we'll talk about it.
That's
and
right.
you. All right. Have a
And
wonderful
the
evening,
camper will
Bob.
have a brand new awning, just so you know.
It's already been paid for, and it's headed to the shop in a week or so.
There you go.
You bet. All right, man. Have a good night.
You too, brother. Later.
Later. It's called Frosty Dingy, and I'm the dolphin, and you're the flower.
Well, I guess. I think it should be Dr. Parker, but